YouTubers, Hike with Mike here of course, and driving through some orange groves and cattle ranches on my way to Camp Moccasin for a nice, relaxing, quiet night hopefully. Clear the minds, good for the soul. I have my first cottonmouth. I've hiked in the swamps forever, and there it is, my first cottonmouth. It's a baby. Wow. And I'm right here on the road. I want to get him out of the road. I don't want him to get run over. Wow, finally. My first cottonmouth. All these years hiking in the swamp. And you can see how they warn us. He'll open up his mouth wide and show his cottonmouth. Look at that, my first cottonmouth. Pretty cool. Well, I am really stoked today. And the reason why is I'm camping at Camp Moccasin tonight. And how appropriate. After years of swamp hiking, hundreds of miles swamp hiking, I've never come across a cottonmouth. And today, on the drive-in on the road, little baby cottonmouth. So I'm stoked. That was driving me nuts. I'm like, how do all these other people see cottonmouths all the time? And I'm in the heart of the swamps all the time, hundreds of miles, and never saw one. So that was really cool. That, for me, that's good medicine. And it's a beautiful day in the swamp. Look at the reflection of the sky on the swamp water. Just beautiful. Looking forward to another wonderful night in the wilderness. Not a cloud in the sky. Just beautiful. Someone's hungry. And that, folks, is a wild boar. He's completely oblivious to me. Well, it has already been a really cool hike. Less than a quarter mile. Seeing my first cottonmouth, a wild boar. I'm surprised I didn't see a gator in that slough I just went by. But all these animals that people fear, instead of fearing the most dangerous animal in the world, which has the capability to push a button and destroy the world. So the most dangerous animal in the world is the one that you look at every morning in the mirror. And just saying, it's beautiful out here in the woods. I'm following the tracks of a raccoon. He must have been wandering down here earlier today or early last night or late last night. Oh, and there's a deer track too. All kinds of activity here. It's beautiful. Good medicine indeed. I just have to say, it's just amazing already. And I just got here less than an hour ago and already seeing all kinds of cool stuff. So I'm hoping the whole rest of this camping and hiking trip is the same way. But being an Eeyorian, I always have to expect the worst and be prepared for the best. But so far, so good. It's getting close to sunset. Almost time to light the fire. I wanted to show a couple of ideas that I use. If you notice here on my bear spray and my trusty knife, I have reflective tape. I do that on anything important I need. In case at nighttime I lose it, I can use a flashlight to find it as soon as possible. So I put reflective tape on everything. But what I'm going to do, I'm not going to use the flint and steel as much as I love it tonight. I'm going to use the fire striker. This awesome fire striker I got from Nathan 4071. I'm going to use that. And then Mike from Under the Carolina Sky, I already scraped up a bunch of fatwood, which ironically, even though he's in Carolina now, he was raised in Florida, and that's Florida fatwood there. So I scraped off some to start a fire. So looking forward to a nice fire tonight and using the striker and the fatwood from subscribers that are also good friends, because that's always good medicine. Time for a little bit of a night hike. Gonna go over to the swamp here, and if we're lucky, if there's some gators, you shine a light on their eyes and they glow. It'll be kind of cool. So we'll see what happens when we get closer to the swamp. Man, I've heard some really weird noises out on this night hike. I know it's probably very improbable, but I heard like screams that were like, sounded like a banshee. And a lot of people say that's a panther. But I'm pretty sure there's no panthers here. They're almost extinct here in Florida, but there were some wild noises. It could just be some mating boars or something like that, but it was pretty wild to hear that out on this hike. I wish I would have gotten it on the video. That would have been cool. But night hikes are always awesome. Time to head back to the campfire. It is insane tonight. I'm hearing all kinds of wildlife. Coyotes, owls. I swear I heard either wild boars mating or a panther, but there's all kinds of wild noises constantly in the swamp tonight. It's very unnerving. And then there was a car that came by too. And I never see anyone that drives into the swamp. So that's always unnerving, because who wants to drive into the swamp? So it's been a really, really weird night. It's very unnerving. Very crazy, unnerving, and different. I think that car, someone driving through here, why does someone drive through here? Only lunatics like me go into the swamps. So I'm on edge. It's really strange. So the coyotes are acting up. I'm sure I'll hear them howl later on in the night. Oh yeah, I got a nice fire. I don't play when it comes to fires. I know all the ways to start a fire, whether it's flint and steel, strikers, matches, lighters, magnifying glass. I don't play around. I like a nice fire. It's always nice. Keeps the bugs away, keeps you warm. It's just something magical about having a fire. Gotta have it every time. There are so many unnerving sounds when you're in a swamp. Different types of animals and screams and all kinds of craziness. It really is unnerving. And if you don't know the animals and the behavior and what noise belongs to what animal, it could really be scary for someone to be out here. And even me, some of the sounds I've heard tonight, I'm not sure what it was. So I'm a little bit unnerved too. So the swamp is so filled with life and so many different types of animals and things like that, and all the sounds you can't really connect it all together, particularly when it gets dark and things like that. So it's one of those things that makes a swamp unique, which is kind of cool, and I like it that way. But it can be unnerving at times, I have to say.